welcome to another Product IP event. Today is another Tuesday, another Compliance Tuesday, and we are very happy that you all joined the last Compliance Tuesday this year. My name is Peter. I'm a sales manager for Product IP in Germany, and I am glad for this event, cooperation between Product IP in the Netherlands and in Germany. My colleagues Florian and Saskia will show you in the next 30 minutes some tips and tricks for the usage of the platform. Our topic today, managing supplier performance with file request. In case of any questions, please use the Q&A button, which you will find at the bottom of the Zoom menu bar. We will try to answer all your questions on this topic at the end of the presentation. If you have general or specific questions on other topics, please use our email address helpdesk@productip.com. Now we will start. Florian, please take over. The stage is yours.
Taking over the screen. All right. I'm just checking you see the right slide of the presentation, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, also good morning and welcome from my side to this tips and tricks session of today. Most of our today's viewers are already working with the Product IP compliance platform, so you are already familiar with the related effort of the document request process. That means creating a technical file, requesting documents, checking those documents, adding metadata to those documents, maybe blackening some confidential information, redacting the documents, and linking them to requirements. At the end, you would review if everything is complete and repeat this process. So this is very familiar, I think, to most of you. This is already a lot of work also. And I must say that this process in the future, if you do this for your products, it will be not enough in the future because you will need technical documentation for more than just your products. In the future, you will also need this for packaging components, for batteries, and also for batches of products and packaging components. So there will be a lot more work involved in the future because of the packaging waste regulation, battery and battery waste regulation. The GPSR is asking for batches. So the most of our viewers today will say, I will not have the manpower, the time, or the budget to do this all by myself, this added effort. So Product IP has a way out, and this way out, the path to the future, is managing supplier performance rather than managing products. And in order to do that, you will have to start thinking about outsourcing the work that you're currently doing into the supply chain. It's a very similar topic that we had decades ago with production. I mean, there was a reason why we outsourced a lot of production to Asia or into the East. And maybe you only want to do this in the future. Yeah, have your supplier doing the main aspect of the operational work, so you only have to review if everything is complete so you can place or perform the shipment. And you will maybe also say, I think my suppliers are not able to do that. Yeah, okay, maybe they are not even willing to do that. That's possible. But what we need to do, and this is something for a different hour, because we can talk about this for a long time. You will have to categorize your suppliers into not willing, not able, able and willing, and the two steps in between. And in order to make this process that we're going to show you today work, your suppliers must be willing and able. If they are not able to create a technical file, this will not work. If they are not able or not, if they don't want to do this job, well, we need to do an economic motivation. Yeah, this is your job. This is a job of the purchasing department. Or we, as a Product IP, we can support you with trainings and empowerment to bring them into this category. Not everybody of your suppliers will join you on this, but you also need to have an opinion about the answers that you don't get. And even if you manage to have 50% of your suppliers in this route, in this file request route that we are going to show you today, that means 10 to 20% of work for these 50% of suppliers. So this is already a very reduced amount of work. The other advantages that your supplier sees the whole requirement list. They see the impact, the true impact of product compliance on their products. And that means also that they have a more sensitization for this matter. They also see the expiry date. That means you don't have to remind them, hey, this technical file is out of date. They should do that. They should monitor this. And at the end of the day, if you share an entire technical file with them, a file request, they have a file that they can use with their supplier to get the documents, to request the documents. So you push this into the supply chain, you have more transparency in the supply chain. And while this is very difficult and it takes a long time to get there, this transition already has begun for a lot of our clients. And we highly invite you to join us on this route as well. Saskia is going to show you today how this file request route is working, how the functionality is working. I'll hand the stage to you, Saskia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Florian. Good morning to you all. I will start sharing my screen. Okay. Looks good, Peter?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. It's just a short demo for your information because the time is too short to explain all the detailed steps, but to give you an overview on what's needed, what goal can be achieved. I've created an example test case, and I'm now a customer. I'm created a pre-draft technical files. Peter will update you at the end how to create this, and it's beneficial for a lot of companies, not only for requesting a technical file. So now I've created a pre-drafts and I've created a tab how to which one I have to start. And in case of this one, product A, B, C, they can be merged into one file. And it's important that the one who is requesting the technical file can only merge. And you can merge easily. You can do it like this. I just show you the steps, and there is a tutorial on how everything should be done. Now these products are merged, and you can see they're all in one file. The supplier contact email is not uploaded in the pre-draft yet, so these should be added. It makes it easier to send out the file request. So go to update supplier context, say execute, and I say yes, and then we can search from the address book in the account, and I choose this one because that's the one I want to use for this supplier. And now the email is sent out. So now I'm ready to send out the technical file request. You can do it in the technical file itself, and of course you can also do this in batch. You can add already the regions, the product category, and even the customer if you want to have company-specific requirements on your requirement list received by your supplier. But you can also let this be filled in by your supplier. So here you can request a technical file, and if you want to do it in batch, you enter the same. You can click here, or of course select here and go to the batch and select request a technical file. So 3 options how to send out a technical file request. I say yes. As you can see, because I've entered here already the contact email, it's here already. And then you can add a message, just a short message. Because of the time, please share the file. And a short update, next month there will be an option for the template, so you don't have to copy paste or type every time the message here. So we are working on it. So in beginning of January it will be there, so that will be fine. Then there's an option. You can select prepaid. That means that my account will pay for the creation of the technical file on the supplier side. So the supplier doesn't have to create, it doesn't have to pay for this technical file. I will leave it on so you can see what happened on the side of the supplier, but it's possible that you decide that the supplier has to pay the costs of creating the technical file, or you take those costs on you. More information can be discussed with Peter and Florian later, of course. So now I sent out the technical file request, and the pre-draft is gone from this page. And here on my next tab, I've sent out the technical file, and it's pending. So I have to monitor if the file request is accepted and I get my technical file. I will show you now the side of the supplier. And on the supplier side, you go to the request page. If you are the supplier who has received the technical file request, you will receive an email. And with that email, you go into your account and you can work together with your colleagues, of course, just like you follow up on a document request. So now you can see here, this is a prepaid file request, and I accept this one. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Then the next step is that you create. At the moment, as there is no prepaid file request and you don't have any credits, you can show the credits are shown here. You have to buy first the credits before you can create your technical file. But now it's there, it's paid by the supplier, by your customer, so that's very nice. This is the information entered by your customer, and you can add extra information for yourself and then you click on next. I just now say Germany and the Netherlands. And now I have to search for a product category. I say Flipper because it's a summer product. Just go through the Q&A. Does have packaging? Yes, I want to have inspection. Yes, because I want to show my social compliance. Just go next, next. If you want to add for this specific customer, the company specific requirements, you can add it. And the GS standard is also an option. Then the last step of creating the technical file is how do you want to create this? You can do it all by yourself. There are no extra charges involved, or if it's not a prepaid, it's 2 credits for your account. You can ask ProductIP to help you connecting your supplier, because it's of course the second tier. And you can ask ProductIP to create the whole technical file, and there's extra costs involved for that service. For now, we create it ourselves and say, create a technical file.
Brief remark, if you don't think that your supplier is able to enter all this information, you can also pre-select this in your pre-draft, and then your supplier can already see the information that you selected. So that's also possible.
Okay, then the next step is collecting the documents, and that you can do with an invite, of course, just like normal creating of a technical file, etc. And of course, there's a lot of information which you can find on help on this page. You click here, help on this page, for instance, and then you enter here the tutorial on how to follow up your technical file. If you want to have a document request, it's also there. And how to create your technical file can also be found on the ProductIpedia, of course. And you can watch the tutorial on the video, and how to upload the documents, etc. So a lot of information to help you, guide you on creating this technical file can be found there. So for today, I will not go into detail how you can upload the documents, link them to the requirements, and share the technical file. That's important because your customer has requested the file. And you need at the end to share the file. I go to the request page again. Please don't use for a file request the sharing button, because you need to share it with this button. Then it's all in line with. So here the information is already there. And because it's a prepaid file request, you can only share this technical file with this customer. If you want to share this, the created technical file with another customer from you, then you have to clone this technical file and update it for your other customer. So this one can only be shared with this customer. You have to share it as view and clone. I say next. All the data is there in the technical file, so I can say skip and share, and I say yes, because all the information in the technical file is okay to be shared. So now the file is shared, and you can see from the technical file request there's only one left, so there's nothing to do for you now, and wait for your customer to react on the technical file and if he accepts it. So now you can see on here it's accepted. Now I'm the customer again. I'm on the side of the customer. And then I want to see what's is there. Here is the shared technical file. I go to this technical file, look into it. So for your information, as you are a supplier, this is what your customer will see. It will see the information of the product, all the articles, the chosen region, product category, etc. So it will not show your supplier information. Maybe that's a nice one to know from your side. So then now I'm in the role of the customer again. I look at this file and I say, okay, no documents are there. So I create an issue. Once the issue is added, I can decline this. So let's upload the documents and link them, of course. And then you decline the technical file. Complete the technical file. I say decline. The supplier will get an email. And if I go to the supplier side again, on the request tab. No, sorry for this. I go to the sharing tab. And there's the A1, which we created today. You can see the status declined. I go into the technical file. I go to, hold on. Obvious, I clicked wrongly or something went wrong doing something live. Normally it will show issues here. Okay, the issue is there. I assumed there was a one. So here you can see upload technical file, and you can update your rework on your technical file. And after that, from there, at that point, you can reshare the file again. And so you can continue working on, you can work together with your customer on completing the technical file. And at the end, you hope he will accept it. And then your customer has a complete technical file. I think that's the demo. For anything I forgot, Florian, or you want to add here?
I think it's a very, thank you so much for that insights. It's always good to see that. I think it's very important that you find a step in your process where you can align this, or where you can implement this. Maybe before releasing a shipment, or maybe you would say, hey, 10% of the order value is only transmitted as soon as the technical file is complete. So you will have to find a way of how to motivate your suppliers to finish this in order to have this information before you bring the product to the market. I don't have anything to add. I think it's also very important to say that not the supplier must fill in this information. If you import your pre-drafts and you already have this information in your import file, then this information will be visible to the supplier as well. And he can change information, alter information, but then you will also see that on your end, if he changed some of your information, there will be a direct comparison then. So yeah,
Right.
that's what I wanted to add.
Yeah. Well, it's important. It's too high over. It's just a demo, and
Yeah.
and there's a lot of information. So help on this page will help you, guide you through the information. Go to ProductIpedia. There's also a button how to create your technical file. If you have to follow up on the document request, there's also the instruction. And on this particular topic for today, the received technical file from your customer, it's here how to follow up. And then you can see all the steps. The email is there, what you can, and the link with you, how you can directly log into and create your account and follow up on all the steps are there. So please feel free to scroll through this information. Any questions about it, helpdesk@productip.com, of course, and we're here to help you.
I think it's also good to mention that if you're an enterprise or a flat rate customer, we will have the possibility to have in a established rhythm, make trainings to your suppliers in Mandarin, also in Chinese language, to onboard the supplier into this process. This meeting will then be a lot longer and only focus on the supplier side to show how to link documents, how to use the redaction tool, etc., etc. But you will have to reach out to us if you want to give this route a chance, and if you want to have maybe 3 or 4 suppliers as a test, this can be established. But please understand, this is enterprise and flat rate customer process. If you have only 3 or 4 technical files in pay-as-you-go, this may be a little bit overkill.
Yeah, but especially onboarding your supplier and informing them upfront before you send out the document request or the file request. It's very important to get everyone in line, and definitely. So
we will support in that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I will stop sharing my screen. Peter, you will take over, I guess.
Yes.
2 questions, I think.
Yeah, maybe we can answer the questions later so that we will follow up with the presentation. Can you see my screen, Florian?
Not yet.
Yes.
Wait a moment, please. Can you see it now?
Yeah, we see the demo account.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you, Saskia. Thank you, Florian. So if you have many articles and you do not want to keep certain data twice, for instance, from your ERP system or from your product information system, you can use our import function to import several product data in your account. Why is this helpful? It helps you to avoid typing errors and provide an efficient way for adding product information. Please click on the button Import, which you find here, next to create the technical file. So click on the button and download the Excel template here. You will receive an empty Excel template in which the product information, like the product name, the article number, the market release date, and so on, can be filled in. You can then easily upload the completed document to ProductIP via the button Datei auswählen or select file, and the data will be imported in your account after you click on the button Import. What does the service cost? Nothing means it's free of charge. Is it possible to merge different articles in one technical file before upload? Yes, sure. You can merge in advance or after the import. Please note that the technical files will be created in the status pre-draft. In this status, it's possible to merge different articles or to delete the pre-draft files in your account. We have revised the instructions for the import and have now added some additional information to the instructions. You will find the information after clicking on the blue market area here, view the tutorial. Please try yourself and you will see it's not such as difficult. Okay, I think now we can move to the questions. The first question is, how would the QR code work for the digital product passport? Can you show how it works? Yes, I can show it. I will take over again the desktop and I will show it with this product with the K radio.
And we don't see the screen yet, Peter. Maybe you will have to share again, reshare.
I forgot to click one page.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now you're inside a technical file. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I will go back. So for example, these are some demo files. And if I click on the car radio with Bluetooth function, then you can see here is its picture. And here is the QR code for the digital product passport. And if I click on the URL, then another page will open. And I can see here is a download for the instruction manual, for the user instruction manual. And I can also download the declaration of conformity. Emil, if you need some more information, please send us an email to helpdesk@productip.com.
It's important also to say that not all the documents that you stored in your technical file will be shown here, because you have to add it in your metadata to publish a specific document. You don't want to share perhaps a EMC test report that contains your supplier. Don't worry about that. Per set of default, no document will be published. You have to actively do this. Yeah, this is actually a totally different topic, how to use the digital product passport. We can also have that explained in the next session again.
Yeah, thank you. So here you can see the documents and the remark for the permissions. P means public, so I have here remark to public documents.
Yeah, use the button set document permission on the top. There they can find it. And then, of course, enable the QR code. But it's good to have another topic on that. Next question.
Feedback from platform to mail, or I have always to check my account?
Well, there's always, if you send out a document request, if you send out a file request, the involved party always gets an email as well. So you don't always have to check your account. But what you can also do is you can also have the notification center activated. And in the notification center, you can make specific settings on when emails should be sent out to a specific party, to you, in which rhythm. So that's also a functionality that is available to see which activities, which actions trigger an email to your account.
Next question, can the supplier see the requirements of the products? Does the ProductIP platform make also the scanning, checking of test reports or not? Interesting.
Can the supplier see the requirements of the product?
Well, actually, the supplier will see, of course, because they are creating the files themselves. So they see the same requirement list as you create on your side if you create your technical file. So it's just that they are on their side creating the technical file. And
they will see everything.
They will see the same screen as you will see once you have created your, there's no difference. That's only with the document request. There's a difference, but if they create a technical file, they create the same technical file as will be created on your side. So that's why it's important to have a shared technical file via the platform of ProductIP, because all requirements lists are the same and have the same knowledge there. And the scanning and checking of the test report. Don't know if I quite understand the question, because Matchit can be used, of course. So that's all there. What's on your side is on the same side of the supplier.
No, the restrictions actually. The only restriction is that if you pay as a customer for the technical file and you send it to your supplier, that your supplier cannot share it with everybody else. Like that would be a disaster. You pay for the technical file and then he shares it with all your competitors. That's not possible. But he can clone it, then he has to pay it again, and then he can also share it with other parties. Except from that, there's no restrictions for the supplier.
Also, does the supplier have an active ProductIP account? Sure, you can send out the technical file if they don't have an account yet. After they receive the email, they can register, because for the follow-up, of course, you need an account and you need to create a technical file in the account. But no, to send out the file request, they don't have to log in or subscribe upfront. They can subscribe after they have received their email.
How about data security? Is it pass all EU regulation, and could you provide the certificate accordingly? Yeah, please reach out to help desk. We have I think a 2-pager about data security, and we just previously updated it because we have had another audit just a few weeks ago, and we passed that audit. We can share you the details, but please reach out helpdesk@productip.com to share this information with you.
And the next question is, how does the creating of the EU declaration look like? Who creates it, the supplier or the customer?
That depends on the route, right? I mean, if your supplier is sitting inside the EU and he is the manufacturer for that, he is the brand owner of the product that you're ordering, then of course, if you share the technical file with them, they can also create a declaration of conformity themselves and then share it together with the technical file. But in case you are the brand owner, in case you're the importer or the responsible person, it is advised that you create the declaration of conformity. He will then share the technical file with all the documents inside, except for the declaration of conformity, and you will create the declaration of conformity then yourself. And if you're looking for where you can create the declaration of conformity, it's above the requirement list. There is a little button that says create declaration of conformity. If you don't find this button above your requirement list, then your product is not meant to have a EU declaration of conformity. It's very important to say that some products are not allowed to have a declaration of conformity if they are not ruled under harmonized standards. You will not be able to create a declaration of conformity. This is how it works in file request.
Additional to that, Florian, maybe good to know, if you think you should have an CE declaration, EU declaration of conformity, but you can't find it on your requirement list, but you are certain that it should be there, maybe you have chosen the wrong product category, and update that one, because then it's showing on the requirement list.
That's a topic for also helpdesk@productip.com.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in other topics like how to create a declaration of conformity, then please send us an email to helpdesk@productip.com, and we will find a way to explain this in the next session, tips and tricks. But there's another question. Sorry for that.
One more we can take, one more. Is there a difference between not allowed to have a DOC and not mandatory? Well, if it's mandatory to have a DOC, you must have it. If it's not necessary to have a declaration of conformity, you cannot do it. I mean, then it's not an EU declaration of conformity. You can always make a declaration that, hey, I am conform to
declaration of compliance.
A declaration of compliance, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but not a declaration of conformity.
Yeah. Sure, and I will get back to you on that because we have a call. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Yes, no further questions? yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you, Saskia. Thank you, Florian.
Thank
for
you,
this,
Peter.
nice explanation. And yeah, hope to see you again for the next Compliance Tuesday. We will start in January, and you will get the data, the dates for the events in on our homepage. See you soon. Take care and goodbye. And yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.